Ahead of the November midterm elections, U.S. President Joe Biden visited his home state of Pennsylvania, where he rolled out his Safer America plan to tackle gun crimes in the United States of America. During a speech, Biden called out Republicans for opposing his proposal to restore a ban on assault weapons. And he further highlighted how his American Rescue Plan is making communities safer in America. Listen in.
But we're going to impose tougher penalties for deadly fentanyl trafficking. That's poisoning communities across this country. This is a key part of the unity agenda I'm announcing that I announced in my State of the Union address. We can do this. We have to do this. We'll make America safer. My plan also takes common sense action to reduce gun violence and violence overall.
Now, the U.S. president also made a case for funding the police and emphasized on how amid a rise in crime, too much is expected out of the police. Biden further asserted on the need to hire and train more police officers and rebuild trust between police officers and the community.
That's why my crime plan to help communities recruit, hire, and train nationwide more than 100,000 additional officers, accountable officers, for community policing.
Now, Biden's talk on gun crimes came on the heels of several high-profile mass shootings in Buffalo, New York, Uvalde, and Texas, and also ahead of the November midterm elections.
Over 48,000 people died from gunshot wounds in 2021. In the United States of America, over 26,000 by suicide. When guns are the number one killer, listen to this, the guns are the number one killer of children in America. Of children, and number one. More children die from guns than active duty police and active duty military personnel combined.
Now, U.S. President Joe Biden's speech also comes ahead of former U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to Pennsylvania. Now, the state is one of the biggest political battlegrounds on the midterm map.
Are you kidding me? You were the sheriff. How do you...
And for more on this, our correspondent Susan Tarani has sent us this report from New York. Listen in.
U.S. President Joe Biden spoke just outside of his hometown of Scranton, Pennsylvania on Tuesday as he detailed a $37 billion plan aimed at addressing gun violence. He criticized his Republican opponents and voiced support for Democrats in the upcoming midterm elections. Those midterm elections are just a little over 2 months away. And President Biden wanted to emphasize on his support for law enforcement and, quote unquote, funding the police, making a desperate attempt to distance himself from the contradicting message that the more liberal voices of his own party have been sending regarding, well, defunding the police. The question is whether or not it will work or not. He also wanted to make clear that the Democrats are not so-called soft on crime, and they do have their eye on the ball. Pennsylvania is a key swing state with control of the Senate in play in the upcoming midterm elections. And while the president will return to Pennsylvania for a possible primetime address this Thursday, former U.S. President Donald Trump is also expected to visit Pennsylvania this weekend as well. Susan Tarani reporting from New York for WION World is One.